joining us today for our cooking class with SCC. Today we are making my dad's famous key lime pie with my own twist on it. It's a pretty quick and easy pie. It's also no bake, which is fantastic. The first thing you want to do is grab your 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk and you want to pour it out into your bowl, and you want to make sure you scoop all of it out. Once that's done and you have the whole can in the bowl, you want to take your 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and you don't want the spreadable kind, you want the block, it's really important, and you're going to dump that into the bowl as well. Okay, after you have those two together, grab your hand mixer, or if you're doing this with your stand mixer, you can use that, and go ahead and blend it until they're blended together. Once those are blended together smoothly, here is kind of an option. I like to add just a splash of vanilla, so you can go ahead and do that. Or you can choose not to, but just a quick splash. And then I blend it together a little bit more. All right. Here's the important part. You have to make sure you put those ingredients in first before you put in the lemon and lime juice. Otherwise, the batter will curdle. So next step, we are going to get our juice. Now, traditionally, key lime pie is made from key lime juice, which you can buy at the store, and you can use that and it tastes great. I like to make mine a little bit differently. I like to use fresh limes and fresh lemons. And so in order to do that, you cut them in half and then just use a juicing tool. And what you want to end up with is 1/3 of a cup of lime juice and another 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. Usually for me, it's about 4 limes and 3 lemons, but 1/3 of a cup of each. Then go ahead and mix those together. Now, when I'm putting this into the batter, I like to keep my handheld mixer on low and pour it in slowly so that as it incorporates, it doesn't curdle. You might have to scoop the edges off with a spatula. That's okay. Just make sure everything is fully incorporated. You don't want to see any lemon or lime juice just sitting on the top. You'll know if your batter curdled because it'll be pretty grainy and it might break. So once it's done, it should look smooth like this. Okay, next step, you want to take your pie crust. Now, I would suggest using a graham cracker crust. I think it tastes the best with key lime pie. You can make your own. It's not hard to do. You just grind up graham crackers, maybe some cinnamon and some butter. You can also just buy a graham cracker crust at the grocery store, and I think they taste basically as good. So take your crust, and then you're just gonna take your filling and you are gonna scoop it into the pie. Okay, so once you have your filling all the way into your pie, should look something like this. Now, as you can see, there's about 1 inch of space on the top, and that is where the whipped cream is gonna go. So you can buy whipped cream if you like. I prefer homemade whipped cream because it's less sweet. If you wanna make your own at home, you just grab a pint of heavy whipping cream, some powdered sugar, and again, if you wanna add some vanilla, and all you'll do is you'll pour this whole pint into a bowl. Pro tip, if you freeze your bowl ahead of time, it'll make whipping the cream go way faster. So pour this in, and then you can add the sugar and the vanilla to your taste, and then take your hand mixer or your stand mixer, and you're gonna whip the whipped cream until it has stiff peaks, which means at the end, it's gonna look like this, where I can basically turn the bowl over and nothing falls out. Once I have that, I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna ladle it and slather it all over the top of my pie. You can add as much or as little as you like. I prefer to cover the whole pie. I think it makes it taste better. So who doesn't like whipped cream? So go ahead and cover your pie. Kind of smooth it out around the edges. Okay, when you're done, your pie will look about like this. Now for the last step, to make it pretty, go ahead and grab one of those other limes you have, grab a zester, and go ahead and just zest a little bit of the outside of the lime right onto the top of the pie. Be careful not to go too far and get the pith, that can make it a little bitter. So just that bright green outer shell, no further than that. Just as much as you want, you can kind of go around the pie. When you are done, your pie will look just like this. And then all you do, friends, is you put it in the fridge for 4 to 6 hours or overnight, and it's ready to serve. So that is a 10-minute quick key lime pie that is delicious and perfect for the summer. And I hope you enjoy making it as much as I learned how to make it from my dad. Have a great day.